Good morning, y'all. So good to see y'all. So good to be at the table with my people once again. Had a great weekend, and we're gonna start this week off right. We're gonna start it. This is the daily devotional show where we get the word, coffee, and that hot fire. Let's go. Just a theme song. Got a message for you, though. Come on. Hey.
For God so loved the
Everything's
world
gonna
that he
be
gave
okay.
his
That's the
only begotten
message.
Son, that whosoever will believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Little part we call hot fire right here.
Y'all ain't see this coming. Get ready to catch this. Come to snatch your righteous mind, not your edges. God is the goal, and then there's the period. This thing is real. Woo-cha, we serious. Intentional, the original. God is in control. Do it for your soul. Gotta let the whole world know. Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Hey, hey.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Hey.
Gonna hear some
Good
good
enough.
news
Today. Everything's gonna be okay. Let the people say God's gonna make a way, because everything's gonna be okay. Put it in the comments, y'all. Everything's gonna be okay. Put it in the comments. Everything's gonna be okay. Tell somebody. Somebody's starting this week and you already tripping. You already missing the wonderful, beautiful things that God is putting in front of you. Come on. I know you got some emails. I know you got some stuff coming up this week that's creating a lot of anxiety. I know you got your long to-do list of stuff you got to get done this week. Hey, I think many of us do. I would say all of us, but some of y'all is living your blessed life. You ain't got nothing to do. You talking about, hey, everything is okay for me. I'm on vacation this week. Well, for those of us that are out here in these streets trying to keep our righteous minds, can I just tell you, as you start your week off, take a deep breath. Hear the word of the Lord. Everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It is. Albert, how do you know that? Because outside this window, I got a big door right over here to my right. It's all glass. It's a whole big old window. And through that window, the sun is shining bright. And can I tell you, if Jesus Christ is on the throne and that sun rose up, I know he's still in control. There's not a coup in heaven. He has not been overtaken. Our God reigns, the sun has risen, and you will thrive because God is on the throne. So everything's going to be okay, y'all. Everything's going to be okay. It's a week. Mondays are pretty consistent. They start with a regular routine. Sunday we do church, and then Monday in the Tate household in our neighborhood is trash day. It's trash day. So every morning when I get done with Good News Today, I take my behind around that corner and I start dragging trash cans down the thing. And listen, we got, let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 people that lives in my house. I got 7 humans living in my house. 7 humans creates a lot of trash. As a matter of fact, I had to go a couple of weeks ago buy 2 more trash cans because we just had extra. Like in the trash is just accumulation of the week. It's stuff that we purchased, that we bought, that we've consumed, but you don't consume it all. There's always, I guess, what you call trappings left. There's always packaging left. There are always things that are not worthy of being kept in the house or not worthy of being consumed. That then becomes the equivalent of trash. And every Monday, I take it out. We'll have parties, have people over, and they have the extra. Every Monday, I take it out. I have missed, and it has caused great threat to my marriage. I have missed trash day a couple of times in my life. Can I tell you that is just not a good look? Because you can't afford to keep at our house. I don't know how the trash intake is at your house. We can't afford to keep the trash from 1 week and then add trash the next week. It just overtakes it. We can't afford to keep that much trash around. It begins to change the whole decor of our home because bags all over the place, trash is whatever. So taking the trash out every Monday is a necessity. We got to take out the stuff that came along the week before. If we got to do it with our physical trash, how much more do we have to do it with our mental trash? You consumed some stuff last week. You was around some stuff last week. You picked up some stuff last week. And much of it was good. It's good, but there was some trappings, some stuff that is not consumable, that is not digestible. There's some stuff left over that you don't need. There was some lies last week that you don't need. There was a little gossip last week that you don't need. You put your eyes on some stuff and you carried some stress and some anxiety from last week. And let me tell you something. If you don't daily release the trash of your mind, you cannot afford to take that trash into another week. You just ain't got that kind of space. You don't have that kind of space. You don't have that kind of time. And guess what? It's not that if we live perfect lives, we won't have trash. No, we ate pizza. We got pizza boxes left. That's fine. It's just not, it serves me no good this week. That's trash. I need to take it out. So some of you just a part of our humanity. There's a reality of trash that will just lie around. And you gotta come up with a system to regularly dispense that trash. You got to regularly dispense that trash. If you don't, instead of being a mind that's beautifully marked by God, it'll be a mind that's overwhelmed with the stench and the filth of trash. I'll say that again. Instead of your mind being marked with the beauty of God, it'll be filled with the trash of your week. It's Take the Trash Out Monday. What's the trash you need to take out? And you got to focus your mind. You got to take out the trash, but watch this. And you got to focus your mind. The word the Lord gave me this morning, he said, tell the people, Albert, tell the people that I make beautiful things, and help them to focus their minds on beautiful things, on things that are beautiful, Not focusing your mind on the trash of last week, not focusing your mind on the anxiety and all those things. You take those things and surrender them. Like take them out, like literally, physically. Just think about what does it mean to physically walk the trash out? That's what you need to do with your mind. You need to say, Lord, the trappings of last week I will not sit in. The trappings in the trash, the pizza boxes, somebody said something in that comment and I thought about it and then what about, he says, no, just take all that out, surrender it. And surround your mind. Watch this. Surround your thoughts with beautiful things. See, the problem is your mind is so focused on so many other things. And with all the beautiful things that God has done, all the beautiful things that God has created, all of the beautiful things that he actually is, he is beauty. What? Why you ain't thinking about that stuff? Out of all the stuff you could be doing with your mind, why you ain't thinking about the things that God has done and who he is and the beauty that's all around you? Why are you looking at something so ugly when God has set before you something that's so beautiful? Why are you looking at something so ugly when God has set before you something so beautiful? Now, we got to be really, really careful here. I'm not saying that we ignore problems or ignore things, but he says, if you're going to keep the peace of your mind, if you're going to snatch your righteous mind, if you're going to keep your righteous mind, Oh, where you focus your mind is everything. Where you set your mind, and you got to preset your mind. You just can't go through the day and let your mind follow wherever your day provides. Oh no, that is not a strategy for success, child. Your mind, you're gonna be all over the place. You got to set a direction for your mind. You got to set your eyes and your mind and your thoughts towards those things that are beautiful and those things that are godly. And as you set your heart and mind, your mind then will shape the reality of your day. But if you starting this week off just saying, well, whatever the Lord, set your mind right. Set your mind. So if you're going to keep peace in your mind, you got to begin to set your eyes and set your thoughts on things that are beautiful. What are the ugly things that you tend to put your mind on that God says, no. I need you to set your mind on the beautiful things, on the beautiful things. It's an intentionality. It's an intentionality. Look at this passage in Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Paul is concluding, and he's talking about the peace of God and the peace of mind, and he says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. What are you thinking about? That's the question. The question for you today is, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? I love it in the passage, in the message passage. He says, summing it all up, friends, I'd say you'll do best, watch this, by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious. Watch this, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly. Things to praise. Things to praise, not things to curse. Put into practice what you learned from me, what you heard and saw and realized. Do that, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into his most excellent harmonies. Ooh. We're gonna have some fun this week in this passage right here. It says, God, who works everything together, will work you into his most excellent harmonies. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? That's the question. What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? And are you focusing on things that are beautiful? Or are you sitting on things that are ugly? Are you sitting on things that are ugly? He says, filling your minds and meditating on things that are true. Some of you are meditating on things that are a lie. You're meditating on things that are a lie. That's a lie. That's not, why are you thinking about the lie instead of the truth? You give more time to the lies that have been labeled on your life than the truth that's been marked by your life. What are the lies that you find yourself meditating on? You got to meditate on truth. Meditate on things that are beautiful. He makes beautiful things. He's made so many beautiful things to set before you. I love it. He says, thinking of the best and not the worst. And some of you, this comes harder than others because you're pre-wired to think of the worst. I think of the worst case scenario all the time. I think of the worst case scenario, then I back it up. God said, don't spend this week thinking about the worst. Think about the best. Be gracious. Think about the things that are praiseworthy and not are curseworthy. Some of y'all, there's some things you just want to cuss about. And I'm telling you, you need to think about the things that you need to praise about. There's some things you want to cuss about. I need you to focus your mind on the things that you ought to praise about. Set some intention with your mind. Don't let this week take your mind. Let your mind take this week. Come on. Don't let this week take your mind. You let your mind take this week. Are we going with intention? We going with focus? Well, Pastor, I have a hard time focusing. I just gave you what to focus. Are you listening, honey? I just told you what to focus. Philippians 4. Philippians 4:8. You set your mind and your focus on those things. Write them out. What's noble, what's honest, what's pure, what's true, what's right, what's lovely, what's admirable. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, if God has done anything, focus on things that are praiseworthy. Think about such things, not the things that are cussworthy. Because I got some stuff that's cussworthy today, but I ain't gonna focus. I'm not gonna set my mind on them. So it's not like acting like they don't exist. They exist. I'm just not gonna focus on it. There are things that exist in your life. So here, let me just put this on here, because so many times we always think that Christianity is calling people to denial, and we can't handle doubt or failure or fears or questions. No, that ain't none of that. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna set my mind this week not on foolishness, but on godliness. I'm going to set my mind on what's beautiful and what's not ugly. There's ugly around. Child, there's ugly all up. Some of you saying there's ugly all up in my office, all up in my Zoom call. There's ugly. Some of you in your house, there's ugly. You look around, there's foolishness and ugliness. All right. He said, yeah, that's there, but it ain't going to help your peace by focusing on those things. Acknowledge them, work through them, deal with them, bring accountability to it, all that. But when he says, when it's time for you to, if we're talking about snatching your righteous mind and keeping your righteous mind, you better find something beautiful and look at it. You better find something beautiful and focus on it. You better find the truth and focus on the truth and not this lie. He makes beautiful things. And if he took the time to make them, you ought to take the time to look at them. So I pray that you will focus your heart and mind today. That this week, that we take it by storm. This week ain't gonna happen to us. We gonna happen to it. I pray for you as you go into the days, as you go into your to-do list, as you go into your rhythms. I pray that because of your abiding in him, that the rhythms won't be forced. That you'll experience the unforced rhythms of grace. And in the unforced rhythms of grace, you'll experience a peace that passes all understanding. And that peace would guard your heart and mind because you're focusing on things that are beautiful. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are praiseworthy, think on these things. Think the best, not the worst. God has set beautiful things in your path all throughout the week. May you see those beautiful things. May you focus on beautiful things because he makes beautiful things. He is beautiful. Take the time. See the beauty that God has placed around you. See the grace, see the peace, see the hope. See his love. See him. Take the time. See his beauty this week. It's just Monday, and it's already looking good. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Let's go.
Joy, pains, ups, downs, I'm working all day.
Everything